Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. Look on the screen. It is Jane Elliott. Okay? I'm going to play this excerpt of this video. I want you to hear what she has to say. And a lot of times I've been seeing these videos, even heard people speak about, oh my gosh, from the dominant society. I cannot believe this is happening to me in this job market. I have my credentials. I've worked hard to be here. They fired me. I can't find another job. This should have happened to me. And in this economy, I think a lot of people are expecting my group to just wail out and just go bat crazy. And we're not. In particular, Black women. Why?
Black women keep on keeping on no matter what we do to them. You can't keep them down because they've developed coping skills that we pale faces will never develop because we've never had to live with the kind of treatment that Black people have to live with. I'll never.
That part.
Black women keep on keeping on no matter what we do to them. You can't keep them down because they've developed coping skills that we pale faces will never develop because we've never had to live with the kind of treatment that Black people have to live with.
And welcome to the Trump administration. Well, anybody can get it. Yeah. I've seen videos, dominant society crying, going, it's like, wow, you really losing it. Oh. And we'll discuss it, but we're not like freaking out and gonna lose our mental faculties because we know to expect that expected what they're going through. We went through that last week, decades ago, 100 years. Really? Check this out. See, one thing I would say about this administration, anybody can get it. So unless you're like incredibly wealthy, you got a lot of money, and you're already in the in club, well, right now it looks like the membership is full, and they may not be taking any new applications. So you with your business idea, your corporate job, your education, good luck with that. Now you get to see what it's like to have all those credentials and for some reason you just can't find a job. I have seen personally with my own eyes, it was so bad they had to revamp it and get rid of all the old meemaws from dominant society out of HR. Black woman come in for a job. She has a high school diploma and college degree and experience. She doesn't even get to go to the first round, not hired, but a white male out of high school, that would have been his first job. He was hired. Yeah. I remember this guy. We were pretty cool. Corporate America. They had an opening for a job for like a mid-level management position. And it was very basic, the requirements, because they were going to train you, be at the company for at least 2 years, get an attendance record, just, nothing exceptional, just normal, good working standards. We all applied for it. We had Black women mainly working there. Well, so not many, but there were quite a few of us, it's men and women, what have you. So we applied for it. A white male got the job. Don't hand me the BS. He was most qualified. No, he wasn't. The white male that got the job, that was his first office job. Prior to that, he worked as a bartender. Yeah, he liked to party. So you can put two and two together why he couldn't work as a bartender anymore. Matter of fact, he was living and sleeping in his car. He got the job. He got the job because he was white and he was a male. They wanted to see him in that position. They determined that that is what he deserved, and so they put him there. Yes, they did. It wasn't about no qualifications. He only had a high school diploma and a job as a bartender for years. When he had been fired because he liked to party, he liked to party so much and drank so much, he lost his place and was living in his car. That's why sometimes his clothes was a little wrinkled. And how do I know he got the job? Because it was a white male. Because he told me. He said to me, he's like, I got the job. I'm like, you? He been to work late. You know what he said to me? He said, they know who they want. He was like, I can't believe it. Let me get you what he said. He said, they know who they want for the job. I'm like, how is that? He told me he saw the posting. He never did apply for it because he didn't qualify. I'm like, you haven't even been here 2 years. And then you're late quite a bit, but they let it slide. He said, when they posted the job, they came to him personally and said, hey, we know you haven't applied for that job. Does that interest you? You want to give it a shot? He was like, nah, I'm probably not going to get it. This is my first corporate job. They coached him and said, maybe you should rethink things. Huh? You should rethink things and just put your application and just apply for it and see what happens. He's like, nah, listen, just go ahead and apply. Give yourself a chance. Just apply for the position. He said, okay. And he walked away. And he did not apply for the position. He didn't. They came to him a few days later. So he didn't apply for the position. So much for his enthusiasm, so much for his interest and concern about that job. So he was like, okay. So they're like, yeah, apply for the position, get your resume together. So they're having to basically coax him. He did put the resume in and just went on about his way. Next thing you know, he came to me smiling, showing all his teeth. I got the job. And that's when he gave me the backstory. He said they know who they wanted for that position. He said they approached me, and that's when he told me what happened. He said they already know who they wanted for that position. So what's the qualifier? This is your first corporate job. You're late quite a bit. You like to party. You live in your car. You got fired as a bartender because you were testing out the product and you weren't supposed to be serving it, not testing it. It don't need testing. You know what time it is. But he got their job. Again, he said to me, they knew who they wanted for the position and told me what happened. That's the norm. It's like, wow. The same thing in this country. Look who gets bailed out all the time. 9.9 times out of 10, I would say. Wall Street and banking industry. Who runs that? It's not run by Quifa or the Black Megan or me. Probably people that look like me. Who's running that? That's who gets the bailout. So what's happening right now? Because sometimes a qualifier is just to be Caucasian skin and you're automatically in. But now it's kind of changing. The landscape is changing. I think you've outlived your usefulness if you're just doing a regular job. They don't need you anymore. So what is happening? A lot of white people are getting that wake up call. The white people wake up call. If you are not already rich in, much to your chagrin, you're not rich, you're not in. Oh, then you're going to be in for a big disappointment. Much to your chagrin. Good luck. Outlived your usefulness. They don't really need you anymore. Becky, I knew she was going to get fired the way it went down. She's working. Next thing you know, they started changing her hours and changing her schedule, like totally around. And she was like, wow, I'm working like way less hours. What's going on? She picks up the phone call. Nothing. Corporate emails. Nothing. I knew then they're getting ready to phase her out. It's on and it's happening. And they did. My credentials, what I have an education. And they knew that when they fired you. Walk in someone's shoes that looks like me. Listen, we'll have the education, and then guess what? You will come in. I've seen this happen as well, which pushed me to entrepreneurship. Oh, walking off the street, get a black woman to train. Next thing you know, something happens that's insane. How the heck I'm gonna train somebody to be the boss of me? So I'm gonna train you to do my job, and then you're over me. Why is that? It's all right. It's all right. It's a JBW moment. It's all right. Black woman, go ahead and train. Don't find it insane. The one that you train is now the boss over you. It's all right. It's all right. It is what I call a JBW moment. Just be white. It's been working that way forever. Post so-called emancipation. And in case kids are in the room, you want to be delicate with kids because you don't want to, mom, what is that? Put that into their minds. The horrible things that happen in this country, SLAVERY. 4 acres and a mule never did materialize. However, in this country, what they did do is they gave land to the uncivilized owner of human beings. They gave land to the uncivilized individuals, uncivilized, because the things that happen, you're not, to me, you're not a human being. I see you as, and I just see you as some type of evil animal in human form. Yeah, yeah, that's how I see it. So post that 4 acres and a mule. The powers that be, they turned around and gave the land to the uncivilized one and send agriculturalists to show them how to work it. They gave them. So who was rewarded? Do you not see a theme here? So I don't want to hear about, oh, can't make it. Then you got to blame it on the ones before you, sweetie. Your folks they didn't use that card to go ahead and advance themselves and to create wealth. Oh, well, that's on you. And what's happening now? This administration, anybody can get it. The white wake up call. Look at all these rural areas with these little factories. I've seen a factory to pay good money. You could be a Caucasian person, move from anywhere, and just show. All I gotta do is just show up, shower, put some clothes on, and you open up your mouth and sound come out. You're hired. Did you show up? Did you shower, clean clothes? Did you open up your mouth and sound come out? You're hired. Ooh, but over here you got a lot of black people over. Oh, they don't hire them. Don't hand me they're not qualified. Heck, all you doing is picking up a darn screwdriver and pressing a darn button. It's not rocket scientists. Some of them working there got more tattoos than teeth. Literally. Haven't picked up a book since probably kindergarten. And dropped out the sixth grade. That's enough learning for me. But he got a job there. That's the painful reality that we don't want to talk about. So people are to sweep things under the rug and just smile. Yeah, smile through your pain. Smile. So when these things happen, some right now are freaking out more than others, are literally having a tantrum, just losing their ish. Mental faculties are, it's like, stifle yourself, calm down. But why is that? It's a new scene. I call it the white people wake up call. Black women, we're primarily the breadwinners, so we can always be on 10. That's why I'm like, be selfish. We have enough to deal with in the outside world. So when you add the drama that we're enduring sometimes in our community and with the outside world, it's like, oh my gosh, we need a win. So knowing the harsh realities that we're faced with, she's right. We have other coping skills. What is it?
Black women keep on keeping on no matter what we do to them. You can't keep them down because they've developed coping skills that we pale faces will never develop because we've never had to live with the kind of treatment that black people have to live with. I'll never.
And that's why the white people wake up call has got some just losing it, freaking out, crying. I've seen women, ah! It's like, what's with Dusty Dan over there? Why are you on the internet screen? I can't catch a break. You've been getting a break, bruh. As far as I'm concerned, he can't catch a break. Ah! Going crazy. I said, look at this man. Inflation got you hot. Really now. I know white men that are wealthy. They got into a bind. Who do they call? Mommy. Where'd she get her money from? Her man. Well, how did he get all this money? Sometimes he had a helping hand. We don't have that. And yet we continue on. We don't have a choice. So waiting for us to get up here and lose it over a job. I've seen videos of us speaking about it, but losing a job and just throwing a tantrum and just yelling and screaming beyond control, that's really not part of our MO. It's not. So when I see people of the dominant culture freaking out, welcome to the club. Long overdue. This administration, anybody can get it. So again, unless you're already extremely wealthy, you thought you were in because you had non-black skin, you might want to think again. This administration, anybody can get it. And if you're not in that club, it's going to take more than you need to be wealthy. Then you're pretty much, guess what, join the club. No one's coming to save us. We're on our own. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. Wait for well, they're going to have to do something. Have you heard them speak about doing something? This $2,000 stimulus check? Yeah. Heard about that next year. Heard about that. That in itself? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody won't get it. Will the people that mainly need to get it get it? Hmm? Will the people that need to get it get it? More than likely not. So when I see these videos of people screaming into the camera, especially the dominant culture, and I hear the complaints, like I said, I knew then when they faced her, when they were facing Becky's job out. Oh, and then the other one that can't find another, she thought, oh, with my credentials, girl, you were the DEI hire. So what happened with that? It's never been an even playing field. That's why they had to have programs like affirmative action. And then that was shot down. DEI, that was for you, not for me. Have one. So she's talking about, her credentials and what have you, and I get it. And she just thought she was going to land a job just like that. I'm like, Mike, do you not look at on the news? Do you not see what's going on? TikTok is everywhere. You're on social media. I have credentials. And so did she that was getting those hours cut. And so did this person and that person. See, it's the first time where the system is not giving you that little leg up. Because IA is here, these companies, they see one color, green. I'm sorry, IA, yeah. AI is here. They see, and the companies see one color, green, and they see a money machine. They're not investing in people. But it's been working for you. You've had that advantage, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. It exists. So then when it doesn't, you feel some type of way. Today is a new day. I call it the White People Wake Up Call. That's all. It's the White People Wake Up Call. So people now have to realize it's a new element, and how you cope with it can determine a lot. All this howling and screaming to the camera. I mean, people it was like, whoa, you in a physical altercation? You might get high blood pressure. The silent killer. Might want to calm it down. Seriously. Oh, that runs rapid in our community, right? Due to the stresses of it all. So that's why we have what? Coping mechanisms. So yeah, when I see all that, I just said as this person, they're getting what I call what? The White People Wake Up Call. And we're standing by watching. Why? Because
black women keep on keeping on no matter what we do to them. You can't keep them down because they've developed coping skills that we pale faces will never develop because we've never had to live with the kind of treatment that black people have to live with. I'll never God.
We've never had to live with training somebody that doesn't look like you, then they become the manager and they're above you. We've never had to live with you can have a score of 550, make barely 35,000 a year and just be white. Don't worry, it's gonna be all right. You're gonna get that home loan. Or a black person has a score of 850 and then they've got a PhD, then they've got a degree and they're making six figures and still couldn't qualify that loan, you see. Never had to live with you don't really qualify for the job, but guess what? You look right. You look white. It's gonna be all right. Higher. Never qualified. Oh, you're a black person. You side. Oh, I said as a conflict resolution. Oh, that black person side. You don't get along well with others. Oh, fired. That is the reality for many, you see. So yeah, what's going on? Don't find it strange. Don't be appalled. What you're getting is what I call the white people wake up call. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, dislike, share, and I'm out. Looking forward to your comments.